All right, kids. Aaron with Christian Men Going Their Own Way. Good evening. About 6 p.m. or so. A bit of a revelation last night. I don't know. It's not really a revelation. It's just something funny. It's more sick than anything when you look at the actual truth of it. But the marriage contract. A few of us in the area back in 2010, 11, 12 were involved with trying to restore the lawful government in the United States of America. It was called the Republic for the United States of America. And in doing so, or even up to that, prior to, I started learning that the United States government wasn't a government but a corporation, and they operate everything via contract law. So signing all these U.S. documents state it's all contract law, all the way down from county and from the federal to the state, county down to township. It's all like a franchise structure. And a little bit of proof of this, you can still send. I'll preface this. When the U.S. Postal Service took over the post office, they agreed to the terms and conditions at the time. I don't know if I'm saying this quite right, but the Constitution guarantees that post offices are in place. While the U.S. Postal Service agreed to all the contracts, or agreed to all the terms and conditions, and at that time when that was agreed to, mail was 2 cents and 3 cents. You can still send mail outside the government's jurisdiction for 2 cents and 3 cents. Research it on the internet; you'll find out. But that's some evidence that the republic form of government is vacated and is occupied or is being impersonated by a corporation, and that corporation is the District of Columbia. But anyways, the marriage contract, getting involved with women today, in any way, shape, or form, it winds up being, if you're going to stay with a woman, it winds up being, called common law marriage, where they automatically assume you're married after a period of time. And who knows where else that will go in the future if you have any dealings to do with the women at all. But they'll probably try to hook you. But today's what we call marriage is actually an orgy. If you think about it, you're entering into a three-way contract with Uncle Sam, who's been pimping out the women ever since, and in another sense, probably the man as well. And anyways, I'll let you figure that one out. But it's like, in my thoughts, last night I came to the conclusion, it's likened to an orgy. She always has another partner to run to, that being that of the state. So Big Brother, Uncle Sam, whoever. So, and I had come to the conclusion that if a man wants to walk in truth and walk with God and walk in all of His truth, you cannot get married, because you're entering you cannot have any dealings with a woman, period, because of our law structure here. You're entering contractual law that is not I'm not going to say it's right, but in the big sense, it's wrong. In the light of truth, it's wrong, because it's an orgy. There's the ability to sign, a husband's wife, or a man and a woman dedicating themselves to each other, signing that in the Bible or whatever acknowledged form of acknowledgement, or the lack of, that's gone. That's the way it used to be. But yeah, just some thoughts. So I had, when the sober truth came, that you actually cannot, as a follower, if you're willing to walk with God all the way, you cannot get married in this country, or for that matter, a lot of countries, because it's a perverted orgy of contract law. So, hate to give you more bad news, but it's kind of freeing once you understand all this and you see the truth of the matter. I don't know. It's really been freeing to me. You know, walking the light of truth, learning from other men, MGTOW men, and I'm really enjoying it. You know, I've had a restored, or how should I say this, enhanced sense of life because there's been weights taken off of me. I no longer have to worry about all this nonsense in having a family. It used to not be this way because the whole medical system, everything is just a big web. If you think about it, when you get married and you go to have kids, all the medical and all this other bull crap, it really doesn't work. Comes along with it's so expensive these days, and it used to not be like this. Back in the day, you had a doctor that would come around, and you guys, people would barter. You had midwives that would help deliver children. Now you still have midwives, but they have to be licensed by the state. So it's just complete nonsense. The state wants, the reason why they're licensed everyone's got to have a license to be, I'll say, for example, in the child delivery system, they don't have to, but they want to get the kid enrolled with a birth certificate and a social security number, so that kid is surety for national debt. That's how our financial system operates. Everything is mortgaged, sold on the stock market, and I don't have time to go into this whole thing, but you do enough research, you'll find it's there. I found my brother's name. I might be repeating this. I might have said this before, but I found my brother's name on Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet is a business credit rating company, and it listed my brother's name, phone number, and said, my brother's name is a private corporation located in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, categorized in the classified under the uncategorized, something like that. He was not classified as any type of corporation or any type of business, but it was just listed there. And it said, has 3 employees, an average revenue of $100,000 yearly revenue. That's what it said about and it had my brother's name attached to it. My brother was not in any business. Basically, that was what they call a straw man front, or a dummy, a fictitious corporation listed. So I don't know, whoever on insider trading can go buy that straw man, whatever. I don't quite understand it all. It's a mess, but I know I went down another rabbit trail here or whatever. But the whole thing is just a big fraud joke and a disaster. And it's better just to live free lives. And I've seen the benefits of it. I've asked God many years ago. I said I wanted to have a family. I wanted to do it right, and have the best, treat a woman right, and this is where it led to. Basically, I think He led me to the place where it's like it's not going to work like you think it is down here. So there's too many things that went awry back several thousand years ago. So anyways, that's kind of some thoughts I had for right now. Yeah. You better, if there's any Christian men watching this, or men in general, you better investigate what you're getting into when you sign a contract with Uncle Sam and a woman. So, you're risking a lot. And if you're willing to walk in truth and seek the truth out of all the details of it, you're going to find out it's a bad deal. So, and I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the way it is right now, unfortunately. Unless you want to risk it, if you find a good woman with a good heart, more power to you. So, anyways, keep your heads up and go MGTOW and Have a good rest of the day.